Thank you, Billy. I got a couple of questions for you this morning. Are you as happy as you can possibly be? Almost? Pretty good. Sometimes we are. But when you look at the extent of your day, what percentage of your day are you as happy as you can possibly be? Now we can expand on that a little bit, and we can ask the same question using, are you as loved as you can possibly be? Do you feel it? How much of your day do you feel perfectly loved? How peaceful are you? And how much of your day are you just 100% peaceful? Being one with God, the potential is that 100% of our day we can be perfectly happy, perfectly loved, perfectly loving, 100% grateful. All good in life is possible for us to be that way all of the time. And that's not a Pollyanna wish. That's truth. There are studies and books and teachers and many people out there that are going to teach you to look at those deep, dark secrets that you have. Look at the things that have happened in your life as reasons for not being fully happy, fully loved. What it amounts to is when we are not feeling 100% happy, 100% loved, 100% lovable, 100% grateful. Anytime that we are away from that 100%, we're distracted and we're focused on something else. That something else does not have to be major issues from our past. It doesn't have to be the fact that we had a wreck on the way to work this morning. It doesn't have to be anything big. It can be real simple. The things that pull us away from being 100% in our oneness, 100% in our divine essence, are usually the simple things. Hungry. When we're hungry, our focus is on getting something into our stomach. That pulls us away. Our focus shifts from where we want it to be to over here, to what we think is a need. Now, there are fasting programs where you can go and learn how to ignore hunger and tune back in. My recommendation is get something to eat. It's real simple. Get something to eat. Now, I can take this a step further and I can say get something to eat that's nutritious, that satisfies your being. Because when we eat all those empty calories, then that hunger comes back faster. We're disconnected once again. We're pulled away from divine again. Because it's just something else to focus on. One of the biggest things that pulls us away from being 100% divine is being tired. We as a society are averaging something like 6.5 hours of sleep a night. Some people function fine on that. Some people do not get tired when they have that. So you have to tune in and figure out what's right for you, what your body needs. I'm in that 7 to 8 range. I need to have that or I'm just tired. I used to be able to function. It wasn't great functioning, but I used to be able to function on about 2 to 3 hours a night. And I could do that for weeks. And then I'd crash for 2 or 3 days. The problem with that was I didn't know when that 2 or 3 day crash was going to happen, so I could be right in the middle of something important and I was gone. So that tiredness, aside from the fact that we don't function as high a level as we could, that when you're in your sewing room, if you're really tired, the mistakes are going to happen more frequently than they would otherwise. I don't know the terminology, so I may be off, but you miss a stitch somewhere and that messes the whole project up. when you're tired, there are mistakes that are made. But aside from that, even if you're functioning and you're able to keep going, you're not making mistakes, your attention has to be on what you're doing more so than on your connection with God, your oneness with God. Our attention gets pulled away. Sadness, it's another thing. Sadness is one of those that we kind of feel like something out there happens, we're sad, we got to deal with it. It's hard to believe that you can sidestep sadness, but sadness is just another one. Sadness is truly one of the most dangerous, in my opinion, because it makes us feel abandoned. We kind of feel like we're alone when we're sad. We're not, but we feel that way. When someone dies, Kathy and I had to go to a funeral last week, I guess it was, and to watch the sadness about broke my heart, because I know that person that died, that everybody is so sad over, is no further away than their heart. I know that. I've lived that now for 20-something years with the death of my son. But the truth was they were sad. And so their focus is on what they lost. The way to get through sadness is to focus on what you still have. It's not to deny that you were sad. It's not to deny that you're going to miss that person or whatever made you sad. But it is to get your focus back on oneness with God. Get your focus back on the unending love that you have in that one connection. You are fully embraced when you focus on God. You're fully embraced all the time, but when you focus back on that, you can feel it. You know it. You still lost this person. You're still going to miss this person, but the sadness goes away. When you start looking back at your connection, you can feel that person's still here. That energy, that soul, that essence that I loved is still here. And you don't have all of the stuff that goes along with the human part of that person. Sadness is an emotion. And we talked about overcoming in the daily word this morning. We can overcome that, just like we can overcome tired, just like we can overcome hungry. We can overcome by tuning back into our truth, tuning back into our essence. I use the word essence a lot. To me, I'll define that for you so that we're all clear. To me, essence is God. That lives right here in my soul. That's the part of me that goes on. That's the part of me that can connect with those that have already gone on. That's the part that gets us 100% loved, 100% lovable, 100% happy, 100% gratified, grateful. It is possible to live a life full. I could stop that statement right there. It's possible to live a life full, whole, all-encompassing, because we are one with God. We've had some conversations this week about being created in God's image. Growing up and through the Baptist church, I thought there was some man sitting on a cloud somewhere that I looked like. I'm not going to badmouth the religion I was brought up in, but that's kind of what they made you believe. I know that's not true. I know that there is not a human form out there somewhere that I was created in. So if there's not that human form out there, how am I created in his image or her image or its image, however you want to look at that? And the conversation that we had was, we have been created in the image of that energy, that power, that perfectness. So, the responsibility is back on us. And the only way that we're ever going to live that 100% happy, 100% grateful, 100% loved, 100% peace is to realize that we are created to be that. Our Creator and us are one. We are tapped into that, folks. And it can never be taken away from us. We can give it away, but we can never lose it unless we choose to. So, what can you do to be happy, to be powerful, to be peaceful, to be grateful, to be loved, to be lovable, and to be loving? Just focus back into the right things, the things that work, the things that we were created to focus on. Society has taught us how not to do it. It's time we relearn. And most of us are on a really good path. So we can keep going that way. So tune back in. Be the perfection that you can be. And it's real easy for me to see that in each one of you. I can see it. I can see how lovable you are. I can see how peaceful you can be. I can see how grateful you are. I can see how powerful you are. And I can see how loving she is. I don't always see it for myself, but I can see it in you guys. So I'll hold up your truth, you hold up mine, and we'll get along just fine. Know that that's your truth. That's not somebody sitting up here trying to pump you up. That is the truth of your being. You are beautiful, spiritual beings on an outstanding human journey. And we make this human journey be so much more than that. It can be outstanding. Enjoy every moment of it. And be fully peaceful, be fully grateful, be fully loving, and be fully happy.